In November of 2022, I embarked on a journey with you all to start and grow a Pokemon card portfolio where we invest in it every month and track every step along the way. So far, we've put over $500 into our portfolio, and today we're taking another $400 and investing it into 5 different sealed Pokemon card products. Our goal each month is to find around 5 new cards or sealed products that we can add to our portfolio that we think have the best potential to grow over the next 5 to 10 years. So what did I buy this month, and why did I buy it, and what's the state of our portfolio as a whole? Let's find out. Okay, so for all 5 products this month, we're going with sealed Pokemon card products. We won't be talking about any singles or any graded slabs. The reason for that is pretty straightforward. Historically speaking, sealed Pokemon products do extremely well over time. In fact, if you had invested in one of each Elite Trainer box since the Sun and Moon base set came out about 5 years ago, the performance of those ETBs over that course of time would have actually outperformed the S&P 500. So that's why we're going with sealed products today, and that's why the first 3 of those products are going to be Elite Trainer boxes, and the remaining 2 slots for today are going to be booster boxes. But make sure that you stick around to the end of this video because we'll be talking about the state of our Pokemon portfolio as a whole and how the $950 that we've put into Pokemon cards so far is performing. So without further ado, let's get into the 5 investments that I made this month. So the first thing that I picked up this month is an Evolving Skies Elite Trainer box. I managed to grab this from my local Walmart for retail price, and many other people online are reporting that they're able to do the same. Now, they're not easy to find, but it is still possible to get one of these at retail price, and if you're able to, it is an absolute bargain of a deal. The reason for that is I was able to pick this up for $45 after taxes, but online on the secondary market, they're already going for $65 to $70. Now, the big reason for that is because it's the Evolving Skies set. Unless you've been living under a rock or are just brand new to collecting Pokemon cards, you'll know that Evolving Skies is easily the most popular and most collectible set from the Sword and Shield era, and it's becoming increasingly harder to find on shelves. The reasons this set is so popular and so collectible is because you have an opportunity to pull a nearly $500 Pokemon card in the Umbreon Alternate Art VMAX, also known as Moonbreon. You also have a chance to pull things like the Rayquaza V and VMAX Alt Arts, a number of other Evolution Alt Art cards, along with some other incredibly collectible and popular Pokemon within this set. It's just absolutely loaded as far as sets go, which is why it's one of the most popular sets from the Sword and Shield era, if not the most popular set. It's also becoming increasingly hard to find on shelves, which makes it even that much more desirable for collectors and people who still haven't managed to pull some of those bigger cards. A lot of people want to get their hands on this while it's still somewhat affordable. So if you're able to pick one up right now, I say absolutely do it, and I'm super happy to have this one in my collection. Okay, so for my second investment this month, I went with a Pokemon Center exclusive Lost Origin Elite Trainer box. Now, if you're not familiar with the difference between what makes something a Pokemon Center exclusive and a standard ETB, the main difference is you can only buy one of these on the Pokemon Center website. It says right here, Pokemon Center exclusive on the box, and it's something that's just not quite as readily available to most collectors and most players. Now, it's not that big of a difference in terms of what's in this box versus what's in the standard box. This one contains 10 booster packs versus the regular 8, and it contains a few premium accessories, but it is just simply more collectible and a little bit harder to find than a standard box, which is why I chose this over the regular one. Now, if you're looking to open up Lost Origin in hopes of pulling, the Aerodactyl V-Star Alt Art or the Giratina Alt Art or one of those types of cards, this is not the way to do it. You should buy one of these only if you want to keep it sealed, because in terms of dollars per pack, this is actually not a very good deal. So if you're looking to open up booster packs, a booster box is by far a better way to go than buying one of these things. But if you're adding something to a sealed collection and you want to pick up something from the Lost Origin set that's going to be a little bit harder to find down the road, I think this is the best way to go. But wait, before you guys go any further in this video, I need to stop and ask for help. The people over at Team Rocket, also known as YouTube, have taken away my Pokemon. Well, they've taken away my Pokemon channel's ability to be monetized, but it's all the same. Why? It's because my wife and my 2 kids were visiting my channel too often. YouTube saw all this traffic coming from the same IP address that I make my videos from and thought that I must be manipulating my numbers to try to increase ad revenue. This couldn't be further from the truth. My wife was visiting my site multiple times a day in order to help me moderate comments, and my autistic son just loves watching some of my videos on repeat from his iPad. There was no malicious intent going on here, and it's absolutely incredible that YouTube won't even listen to my appeals. And you guys, I love making videos for y'all, but it isn't free. That's why I need your help in helping me get remonetized and to help support this channel so I can keep making it bigger and better for every single one of you. There's 3 ways that you can help. Number 1 is that you can leave a comment on this video telling YouTube to listen to my appeal so that I can get remonetized through their partner program. Number 2 is that you can like this video and subscribe to this channel, telling YouTube that you like my content and you want to see more like it. That lets them know that I am a valuable asset on their platform, and it gives them a reason to want to work with me. Number 3 is that you can go over to patreon.com/cardboardape and support me there. I've got several membership tiers set up that give you behind the scenes access to many of the videos that I make, and you'll also have the ability to have input in future videos, helping to shape the content of this channel moving forward. Again, that link is patreon.com/cardboardape. Okay, enough of that. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so for my third investment, I'm going with a third and final Elite Trainer box for the day, and it's one that I don't yet have on hand because it's not something that has been released yet. It's the Crown Zenith Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box, and it releases on January 20th, 2023. Crown Zenith is absolutely going to be the crowning jewel of the Sword and Shield era. It's a special set they're releasing that has so many incredible cards in it. So many that I couldn't possibly cover all of them here in this one segment. We'd need an entire video to do that, which, foreshadowing, is coming at some point in the near future. Now, one thing we don't know yet about Crown Zenith is exactly how hard it's going to be to get your hands on. If it's going to be like previous sets, I have to assume it's not going to be that hard to find out in retail, which means that a lot of people are going to be able to get their hands on it. So you're going to want to go for the most exclusive types of products that you can get your hands on. That's why the Pokemon Center exclusive is my recommendation and what I'm picking up myself for this portfolio. Now, if you're buying the Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box with the intent of opening it, the Pokemon Center exclusive box is probably not the way to go, because there are way more affordable ways to get your hands on some Crown Zenith packs, including things like mini tins that'll be coming out later down the road, or just the standard ETB. But for you guys who like keeping sealed product in your collection and in your portfolios like I do, the Pokemon Center exclusive one is the way to go, in my opinion. For my fourth investment today, I went with a booster box of ASTRAL Radiance. Now, I managed to pick up this box after tax for $110. That's a decent price for this set. And although you could probably get it lower from some places, I've seen it going for, $105 on TCG Player recently. It's still one of the more affordable booster boxes out there on the market right now. Now, one of the reasons for that is that booster boxes are pretty hard to find right now. We don't know if and when we're getting another reprint of many of these later Sword and Shield era sets, which is causing people's FOMO to just go through the roof, and some of the prices of some of these later booster boxes are going absolutely crazy right now. That's why I recommend, if you can pick up one of these booster boxes for 110 or less, go for it. It's probably not a bad price, but definitely don't go spending a lot of crazy money on booster boxes right now just because they're hard to find. Now, it's very possible that Pokemon may not reprint some of these sets, because with going to the silver borders, maybe that's an issue. Nobody really knows at this point. But given historical trends and given their tendency to want to make playable sets that are in the standard format right now available to anyone and everyone that needs them, I would be extremely shocked if we don't get more booster boxes in the near to mid future. And that, of course, is a perfect segue into investment number 5, which is another booster box, but this one of Silver Tempest. I managed to pick this one up as well for $110, which given the market right now is actually pretty good. There's not many of these out there right now, which means that the prices are going up pretty significantly as people are, again, freaking out that they can't find them. Again, just like ASTRAL Radiance, don't go crazy and FOMO over this thing and spend tons of money on booster boxes. I do think there's more Silver Tempest coming. Again, can't confirm that, but I do believe in my gut that they're going to make more of this set. Now, the reason I like Silver Tempest as an investment right now is because of the Lugias in this. Yes, some of the prices are a little bit high because the Lugia deck is the meta right now, and tons of people are buying it to play with it in the TCG, but I do think over the long term, this set's still going to do pretty well because Lugia is such a popular Pokemon, and people down the road 5, 10, 20 years from now are still going to want to open this set to go Lugia hunting. Okay, so now time for the big question. How is our portfolio doing as a whole after adding these recent 5 investments? Well, over the past 3 months, we put in $956.90 into our portfolio. In that first month, we invested $250 into 5 different types of products. We got the Evolving Skies sleeve boosters. We got 5 of them. We got the Charizard UPC, the Special Delivery Charizard, the Lost Origin Booster Bundle, and the Arceus V Figure Collection. Now, of those investments, the Charizard UPC is by far doing the worst. The rest are doing okay to actually pretty good, but the Charizard UPC, as we talked about last month, it just continues to underperform because they printed so much of it. Then in month 2, we invested $312.95 into 2 Dark Sylveon Celebrations boxes, into a Celebi V Altart Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer box, the Vaporeon Jolteon Flareon VMAX Collection boxes, along with a Chilling Reign booster box, and a Gengar and Mimikyu GX. Of those products, every single one of them is in the green right now, and we have a total profit above and beyond what we paid for it of $147.91 right now. Those investments are doing really well, and a big reason for that is because we were able to buy them at a very low price for each and every one of them. And that, of course, then brings us to our investments this month. We put in a total of $392 for all of our products combined, and right now they are up a total of $45.84. Now, of course, the big reason that we're up by $45 is because, one, we were able to buy these products at a pretty decent price, but it's also because of things like the secondary market just going crazy right now with FOMO. The Silver Tempest booster box is up $13.64 right now, above and beyond the $110 we paid for it. For a brand new set, that's kind of unreal for it to be that expensive this quickly, and the big reason for that is because people are afraid they're just going to stop printing Silver Tempest. Now, the longer we go without getting another booster box reprint, the higher this price is going to go, so it might be worth something keeping an eye on, especially if you're a big believer that they are actually going to reprint this set like I am. If it gets too much higher, it might be a good opportunity to sell, make a quick profit, and then reinvest that back into Silver Tempest booster boxes whenever they do eventually reprint it, assuming they eventually reprint it. But another big reason we're able to see this initial gain is because we got the Evolving Skies ETB at such a low price compared to what it's going for on the secondary market. Anytime you're able to get one of these harder to find sets at retail, whenever it's becoming harder and harder to find, it's generally a good pickup. So I highly recommend, if you're able to get one of those Evolving Skies ETBs, going ahead and grab one, because right now we're looking at roughly a $23 profit above and beyond what we paid for it after taxes. Okay, so in total, like I said earlier, we've invested $956.90 in all of these products. Our total value right now, if we were to sell it on today's market, is $1,148.44. That's a profit of $191.54, or a 20.02% ROI. That's pretty solid for 3 months of investing. Now, that value is, of course, not including marketplace fees. Anytime you're talking about the value of a Pokemon card collection, you have to take into account the difficulty that you can sometimes have selling all of your products at full market value. Now, let's just assume that you were able to sell all of your products at full market price through TCG Player. TCG Player takes a 13.75% cut of all your sales, so that would leave you with a total profit of $33.63 if you were to sell it all at full market value, or an ROI of 3.51%. Obviously, that's not nearly as good as 20.02%, but we're still in the green even after marketplace fees, and I think that this is only going to keep getting better over time. I just wanted to make sure you had a realistic expectation of, if you were to follow this template and buy everything along with me, even if you're able to sell it now, you're still not going to be making a huge profit on a relatively large investment of nearly $1,000. And that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked it, make sure you hit that like button down below. If you want to see more content like it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to join over 600 other people just like you who like investing and collecting in Pokemon cards, make sure you join my Discord server. The link is down below in the description. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video. Until next time, peace.